Yes, hello. This is Jordan calling from California.
Jordan from California, what's on your mind?
Yes, I just wanted to speak about the Crowder situation. I think it's very important to notice and know that Hillary Crowder, Mrs. Hillary Crowder, knew who he was before she got married to him, and she was okay with that. And I think it's really important for her, if we are going to, promote her and be supportive of her, that she recognizes how toxic.
This ain't it, dude. This ain't it. This is not it. I mean, there were the women who were victims of sexual harassment and abuse at Fox News also didn't have great politics. Does that mean that we should not pursue that kind of attack on some of the sexual abusers at Fox News? Plus,
I don't think that's what he's saying. But that's not what you're saying, are you, caller?
Yes, no, this is definitely not what I'm saying. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
I think what he's saying. Let me see if I can because I made this comment about Abby Grossberg as well, where she said, like, I was surprised to find that Tucker Carlson was a misogynist. I thought that was an act. And I think the point that you're trying to make is that the reason why these people, like the idea that, well, it's okay for this guy, Stephen, to go on and to be fair to her, I think, let's take it out of the realm of just her, the particular person and make it more about the general question. The idea that this guy who goes on Fox News to talk to 3 million people a night, or the guy who goes on to YouTube and has, gets 1 million views per video and espouses this kind of misogyny, espouses this kind of transphobia, this idea of attacking marginalized people. I was okay with that, him doing that. I'm just surprised he brings it home. I mean, this should be obvious. This should be obvious.
I don't care, though. I mean, she's a victim of abuse, and that's the only thing that should be the focus right now.
I don't think the point is to say that this is not a defense or an attack on Hillary Crowder. The idea is that, like, these are who these people are, whether it's an act or not. Like, this is who he is. And people should understand there are real world implications to this, both in terms of, like, at the home, but also in terms of what it does to other people. I appreciate the call. We'll talk about this now. Like, I think, like, there is, I mean, Matt, but, when we were talking about this before the show, like, it's one thing to know something. It's another to see the tape and see, Stephen Crowder's sort of like fundamentalist worldview. This is what the implications of it are. I don't know if we're going to play this video, but let's play Candace Owens.
Yeah, we'll pick up from right where Candace stops the video.
Now we should say
it's in entirety.
The video is a video from like a home, like a monitoring ring camera. And apparently she must have downloaded this. Hillary Crowder must have downloaded. This is the video that is available. I think they went to, was it Yashar Ali? Is that his name? The reporter. Yeah. And he released it via his Medium page or Substack page. And the video is of an argument that they're having. But, I certainly argued with my wife. We had arguments, of course. I mean, when people divorce, often it is very much because they don't get along. The dynamic, though, here is incredible. It is, whether she's pregnant or not, frankly, but she happens to be 8 months pregnant. And Crowder is saying that you're not showing respect or discipline towards me as the man. that you are not worthy of being wifely. Like, who in this century talks that way? Fundamentalists talk that way, who have this sort of notion of what the role of the woman is. Like, you will not do your wifely duties.
Yes. And I mean, let's just be clear. She's 8 months pregnant with twins. He is in the video saying, you got to go walk the dogs because it's your wifely duties. She was concerned about giving them medication because she thought it might be toxic to the babies.
And
he
Crowder's said, well, put the gloves on.
Put the gloves on as he sits and lounges in the backyard, smoking a cigar and ordering her around and saying she should go take an Uber to go get him groceries as opposed to lending her the car. I'll just say this is a trope of men who are sometimes insecure about their masculinity for whatever reason, who overcompensate by treating their wife like an object. And for Crowder, it's clear that he has some of those issues, and he inflicted that upon his wife. And that video evidence was as clear as day.
It's sickening.
And let me just add too that this is, people can be a-holes. People are a-holes very often. Certainly there are people who think that I'm an a-hole. I'm sure there are people who think that other people are a-holes. This is not just the point of this story, in my mind, is not just the fact that Steven Crowder is an a-hole. This is his fundamentalist worldview put in practice. And she says it's abusive. And it is. It is abusive. That is the nature of it.
Let's not try to boil it down to an argument. Everyone has arguments. Sometimes people have bad arguments. But this is
it's about dominion.
Exactly. The context of the argument is that I am controlling basically where you can go and what chores you do for me and what you don't do. I think the fact that they seem to only have one car, despite his incredible wealth, is also a trope about control. Just a heads up.